Now you mentioned Ultimate Warrior. I was going to ask you about him. How did the boys feel with Ultimate Warrior as far as his performance and stuff like that? I heard a lot of stories that he was...
Everybody resented the push that he got. Everybody, nobody believed he should be where he was at because he didn't deserve it. Everybody knew that he was there because he had this big muscle-bound body. Everybody hated to work with him. But at a time, you know, he was trying, you know, Vince was trying to do his best to get rid of Hogan and get the Warrior to take his place. And the Warrior did draw some money. He did at the time he got going, but he was hard. He was hard. You just had to keep feeding him bodies, you know. He was hard. But as far as, you know, I got to know him real well after WWF, after we went to some independent tours in Europe and did really good. And I got to know him real well, and I found out he was a hell of a guy.
What are your views on steroids and drugs in professional wrestling?
I've taken a few myself, but I think the only time I really took them was, you know, because I was hurt and I thought I needed the help, but I never abused them. And I saw guys abuse them, you know, without dropping names or anything. I seen guys doing shots every day in the dressing room and we're totally abusing themselves. And you know, I don't know what it's caused these people later on in life. I haven't really heard, but you know, it was a lot of abuse with it.
How about painkillers and
as far as my view is, you know, I thought it was okay.
As a necessity?
If it was the way they ran us back then, you know, they ran us every day of the week, you know, and without very few days off. I guess it enhanced our performance, helped us get along with the other substance abuse we did. But it was tough. It was tough.
Was there any thoughts of ever doing anything with you and Roddy Piper again in the WWF?
Well, I wanted to do that. But Piper more or less after that first couple WrestleManias and stuff like that, he had his vision set on Hollywood.
Oh, right.
And he wasn't around all that much.
What are your memories of your series with Ron Garvin?
I really enjoyed those because he's stiff like I am. I loved it. And I love him as a person, too. He's another guy that I just really have a lot of respect for. A double tough son of a gun, too. And he was good friends with Pat Patterson because they had that French-Canadian clique or whatever. And so I said, Ronnie. So when Ronnie first got there, I said, Ronnie, I says, let's do something together. You know, we got the same deal. Let's do it. He kept pushing it to Pat, and then Pat would push it to Vince. So eventually we got to do what we wanted to do, and then he had this deal to be a referee that I would retire him from the matches, and he would come back as a referee and then screw me on some matches, and then I'd get him back in the ring, and it was a lot of fun.
It's good stuff.
Yeah, it was great stuff. And the matches I have with him, we just beat the piss out of each other, but you know, it was fun, really fun.